What's up, everybody? Nick the Sealhorse here, back with another episode. Today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about why you want your house to be a little more sustainable and make it a home. So within sustainability and regenerative real estate, we practice 5 core principles. That being sustainability, ecology, health and wellness, spirituality, and community. So those 5 things is really what's going to make our job and our time living this life that much more enjoyable. Because let's be honest, when our houses are more healthy, we become better people. So let's talk about that. Health and wellness, making your house more of a home through health and wellness. And that would really be sealing the house envelope. So that's the doors, the windows, the garage, the roof, the attic, all these kind of spaces that encompass the exterior part of your house. Seal those up tightly, make them really efficient so that the temperature and the environment inside the house is more controlled. Whether that's air quality, heating and cooling systems, it's just gonna make it that much more efficient and that much more enjoyable. Also with health and wellness, we all lived through the pandemic. And during that time, there was a lot more time spent inside and a lot less time going outside. Whether that turned a lot of your spaces into flex spaces, a home gym, an office, a yoga studio, all these, a meeting room, space to sit down and separate yourself from your significant other. I don't know. But when we have those spaces in these kind of flex rooms, you now realize that you need either more room, you need to size up your house, or you just need either less stuff or more efficiency. So changing the layouts of your home is going to help us make our spaces a little more healthy and then a little more oriented towards that functionality within your home. The ecosystem. So the ecosystem gets a little more develop-centric and larger picture. So the ecosystem is kind of like putting solar on your house. When you have solar on your house, you're generating more energy than you use generally, and that energy can go back into the system, which you actually get paid on. Or if you live within a community, you can share it within that community so that you all benefit from each other having solar. Also within the ecosystem, think about things that you're using on the lawns, your landscaping, and kind of like those deeper aspects. Maybe even washing your car outside your home. Those chemicals and those synthetic materials get into the watershed and bleed into our larger ecosystem. Also within the ecosystem is water and energy use. So a lot of these things do tie in together. They've got little mycelium that bleed all together. But within water use, we can make our houses so much more sustainable with the investment into our homes. That's the shower heads we use, the actual toilets we use. These things can be way more efficient. Nowadays, toilets used to flush about 7 gallons per flush. That was years ago. More recently, it's about 3 to 4 gallons per flush. And then even more efficient systems now, it's less than a gallon per flush. That is enormous for water use. We were going through droughts here in Utah, making less use inside the home and increasing the efficiency of the use outside the home, getting rid of lawns, xeriscaping, getting more natural landscaping, also xeriscaping. It just uses less water so that our utility bills with water use in Utah aren't that high already, because we can go into that another time. But everyone wants to save a little more money, and it just is eco-conscious to use less water so that we can use that in other ways. Sustainability. So with sustainability, that can go into just your personal life, recycling glass, recycling aluminum, recycling plastic. It's also materials used in your home. So upcycling is a really big movement right now. So finding everything that you might throw out or you might recycle and finding ways to upcycle that, whether it's containers you take to a container store and you reuse over and over and over so that you're not consuming and taking out from the system. So sustainability also can be efficiency use with windows and doors. so that you're using less, and that's just a little more sustainable way to live. Within community though, community is really big because we've seen a lot of statistics recently about loneliness being a high cause mortality rate. So loneliness being actually worse for you than smoking cigarettes or excessive drinking, just because of that sense of lack of community leads to some deep dark places and degrades your health over time. So community is really big. The pandemic definitely took a hit on that, but surrounding yourself with people, whether it's your neighborhood, whether it's your gym, whether it's a local community garden, the Red Butte Community Garden is really amazing to go up and walk, wave to folks, say hi, smile, do some pleasantries, get that sense of community no matter if it's via Zoom and talking to your family and friends. Just really have that sense of pride in a community. Mine definitely is people who, either the yoga community, the outdoor community, the skiing community, health and wellness, and culinary cooking. Those are the kind of communities that I get really involved in and passionate about and love being a part of. Spirituality. So spirituality ties in with making a house a home. You might not be religious, you might not be spiritual, you might not resonate with any of those words, but family or community might be super important to you, and that's where, to me, spirituality comes into play. Spirituality is that sense of belonging, that larger sense that you're part of something bigger than yourself, and your house can be a home because of the way that you inhabit it. And for me, that really is family, friends, community, and holding space for people to be themselves and enjoy their lives in this envelope that I call a house. So if any of that resonates with you, please drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and engage with me as much as possible so that I can either answer questions that you have, just wave, comment back, and be a part of your community and just support you in any way that I can. I really love and appreciate you engaging in my content, watching it all the way through. If you made it this way through, comment down below, End Squad, and I've got a cool little surprise for anybody who engages with me. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.